What's up, guys? It's Addicted to Beauty here, and today I'm going to be going over a tutorial. This is for you ladies. It is a Valentine's Day eyeshadow look. As you can see, this is the eyeshadow look we are going to be doing today. You will only need 4 colors, your eyeshadow palette, and your brushes. I want to tell you guys, I'm going to be trying a different angle for today's video. So I'm going to be actually sitting down. I have my camera angled upwards just so we can get up and close and personal with my eyes, and I can show you guys every single detail of what we will be doing. So I'm going to go over the palette and the brushes I'll be using, and we'll go ahead and get started. So for my palette, I'm going to be using the Morphe Vava Bloom, and I thought it was super fitting. I will go ahead and show you guys the colors. I thought it was super fitting for Valentine's Day and just all the colors in here. So we are going to be using this dark pink here. That is what I have for the cut crease. And then we're going to be using this lighter pink here, which goes right in here and here. I'm going to be using this other lighter pink, and that is right on top. It just blends everything nicely in together. And then we're going to finish off with these sparkles right here, and that I just apply right on top for the cut crease. For my brushes, I will be using, I have it upside down, Ariel Morphe brushes. So it kind of comes like in a little book thing. I think it's really cute. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I've already grabbed out all the brushes we'll be using. I just want to show you guys what it looks like. And I've gotten both of those from Ulta, just so if anybody's curious. And then for our brushes, you will need a flat angled brush, and that is going to create the cut crease. You will be needing, I'm trying to go in order for you guys. You'll be needing a fluffy, rounded brush, and that will be to add on the pink up here. Then you will be needing a flat-headed, kind of squared brush. And I added that same pink we did up here, right in here. And then you will be needing a pointy brush. And this one I add that super light pink right on top and then right in here just to complement everything. And then for your blendy brush, you just need any kind of flat, not flat, but super fluffy brush. So that is the blendy brush I will be using. And then I have a super long flat-headed brush, and that is what I use to apply on the sparkles. For my ladies that have a super steady hand, which I don't, unfortunately, you can skip over this part, but I'm gonna just go over this real quick. I do use the eyelash curler to create the beginning of my cut crease. I just use it to create this round part here, and then I pretty much freehand the rest of it. So when I go to apply, I will explain more in details, but I just set it on top of my lid, and I kind of turn it in, press, and then I just apply the eyeshadow on. So I'm gonna just get situated. I'm gonna get up and close for you guys. So this is how I will be during the video. You won't be able to see me talk, just my eyes. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with throwing our brushes on the ground, because that's what I just did. We're gonna go ahead and get started with that angled flat brush. I really like this brush because if you guys can tell, it has like a super small curve to it. So when I apply the eyeshadow on, it goes on super nice. It kind of is like a little bumpy at first, but like once you get to blending it, it comes out really nice. So then you will need that pink color here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get some on. You don't need too much. I just get enough to coat the brush. And then I just go ahead and tap everything off. I feel like I'm trying to like set up in on my little yoga ball, like a little kid in school. I'm like, oh, teacher, I'm here. But it's fine. We'll just manage through it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So what I do, you take your eyelash curler, of course clean it off because you don't want any black marks on your eyeshadow. So I just go ahead and sit the whole thing on my lid. I'm also going to be looking in my mirror behind me, so if I get like super close, I highly apologize. I'm like super freaking blind. So I have my mirror pulled super close just so I can see what I'm doing. So once you apply your lash curler to your lid, I kind of angle it upwards in my eyelid, and then I take that color and I just go across the top of the curler like so. Whew. My eye is so watery. Look at that. Oh, God. And then I just kind of drag it down just to create more of that circled look. And then I kind of bring it down and then out. So we will definitely go through and clean up as we go along. But I just want to go through and just add the color just to get the starting bits of our cut crease going. Like so. So we'll go ahead and go through and clean up on aisle 2 for the uneven parts that look like crap. So I just kind of take some makeup remover on a Q-tip, and then I just go through and I even it all out so it's more straight, not so bumpy. And then I'm just gonna go back. And then to get this line going here, I go ahead and take the side of my eyelash curler and then I apply it there. And then I just do the same technique. And I just go back and I clean up all the extra stuff that's not in the cut crease. I try and get as close as I can to the line just so I can try and even everything out. I'm kind of unfortunately failing at this right now. But that's a part of makeup. And the crazy thing is, this is my third time filming this because I keep messing up the same freaking part. I'm like, oh my god. I'm gonna end this and try again. And then I end it and then I do the same thing. So we're just gonna go with it because that's a part of makeup. Because not everybody's perfect. But I'm gonna make this perfect. We gonna sit here, we gonna fix it. Because I know there's some girls out there who probably mess up just as much as I do. Because I'm not no makeup professional. I think that's my problem. I think I figured it out. Honestly, one recommendation I do have when you do your makeup, I do recommend doing one eye at a time instead of doing both at a time, just because I personally like going back and looking at the other eye just so I can try and match it the best to my abilities. Oh, sorry, you guys. I didn't know I had you guys looking at my nose. Hope it looked pretty clean. That looks a little bit better, I think. Well, I guess we can refer to this as an included blooper to my video because we had to take a little detour away from the makeup to make a mistake. Okay. I see where I messed up, but I don't know how to fix it. I'm just gonna cut this part again. I'm gonna go off of camera and I'm gonna fix this and then I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I made it. I survived the cut crease. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I went off of camera. I was like stressing out because this part right here was where I kept messing up. But we got it under control. So let's move forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning of the blooper because that was so uncalled for, but I guess it's just not my day to do makeup today. So let's move on. Okay, the next color we are going to be using is this light pink. It kind of looks dark in the palette, but once you get it out on your brush, it's super light. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my fluffy brush. It's super small, really fluffy, so soft. Like, it's so freaking soft. Like, this is probably my favorite brush in that whole entire palette. And I just flick off the extra, and then I just go ahead and I apply it right on top of where we just created that cut crease. And I use windshield wiper motions, and then I kind of just flick it out to the side to match up with where we created that line to go out. And I kind of have to use a few coats. I believe when I did my other eye, I used 3 or 4 coats. So we'll just go ahead and go in with our second coat. I think a second coat should be good because I added a little bit extra. And then we are gonna go in, what the heck? Oh, okay. We're gonna go in with that flat, rounded square brush and use the same exact color. And I just apply it all into one side of the brush, tap off the extra, and then, we're gonna rewind real quick. Rewind. I totally forgot a step with that part. Go back to your flat squared brush, and I kind of just thicken up this line a little bit just to make it like almost an eyeliner look. So I kind of just, let me try and angle my head so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. And then, now we go in with that brush. And then I just apply it right on top of that dark pink, trying to blend out that dark pink, but also adding in that lighter pink at the same time, just right next to it. And then in that little spot right here, where there's a space between the two lines, I just add that pink color right up in there. And then I'm gonna go back to originally just darken up this line, just because when I added that lighter pink, it kind of blended everything. And I like to have a darker line, so I'm just gonna kind of darken it up, especially right in here. I kind of like for it to look more defined, so that's why I kind of like to go through and just darken it. And I'm just going to get a little bit more of that lighter pink. And then I just go ahead and apply right on top. Like so. And then I just give it one more blend everywhere. And then I go in with my blendy brush. And then before we go in with that lighter pink, I just like to go over with everything and just blend it all outwards. I kind of try and blend it away from my eye, just so if we need to clean up any extra stuff on the side, it'll be super easy just to go over it real quick with a Q-tip and makeup remover. So I just blend out like so. I don't know what the heck is up with this line. It was like so thick compared to like this line, but we'll just go with it. I hope you guys are enjoying this like angle. I hope you guys can like see what I'm doing much better. And you can also view my mistakes at the same time. And now we're gonna go in with that pencil brush and we're gonna use this lighter pink right here. And I just cover the whole brush with it like so. Of course, always tap off extra. And then I just ride right along the top of that pink. And I kind of bring it down just to soften everything out and make sure not everything is just so dark. And then I just go ahead and I do the same thing right where we have this. And then I kind of start on my eyelid at first, and then I just bring it backwards onto the other eyeshadow. And then I go back in with my blendy brush and just blend it all together. I'm just gonna go, I don't know why this line is so light. Okay, now I'm gonna go back and just blend one more time, just because I darkened everything once again. Now for my favorite part, the sparkles. I noticed I had like a little hole. Hang on. 1 second. Okay. There we go. Now for the sparkles, you're gonna need your flat-headed brush. We're gonna do 2 rounds of sparkles, and you're gonna be using this light sparkly color here. And I get quite a bit of sparkles onto my brush. Tap off extra, and then I just go ahead and pat it on. And then I ride right up under that cut crease line. And I just fill in everywhere where there's no eyeshadow. Then I kind of bring it outwards. I'm gonna add a little bit more, same color, same technique. I kind of like when I apply sparkles, I think it stays on better if I pat it on rather than rubbing it on. I feel like when I rub sparkles onto my face, it tends to make the eyeshadow have quite a bit of fallout, and I don't like to do that, especially if I'm trying to do a full face of makeup, because then I have sparkles literally all down my face, and then I have to go through with makeup remover and then take it off, and it's just more time to waste. So I'm gonna go ahead and just set this eye real quick. So I go in with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I just give it a quick spray up, down, and then that's it. And then I like to leave my eye closed, and I just fan my eye just to dry it enough where it's not soaking wet, but it's not all the way dry. And then I like to go in and apply one more coat of sparkles, just because it gives it more of a shimmery look and it gives it more of a pop rather than just one coat of it. And I like to set it just to hold everything we've already created and added to our eye in place. And then just add that extra pow to our eye. And another technique, I like to keep my eye closed when I'm drying it rather than leaving it open when I spray it with setting spray, because I notice if I leave it open when I set it with setting spray, I don't know if it's just me, I don't know if I'm weird, but I get a bunch of lines and creases on my eyelid from where the eyeshadow like cakes up and then creates a bunch of lines. But I notice if I have my eyes closed, it doesn't do that. I don't know, it's weird. So now my eye is about 90% dry, and then I just go in with sparkles, and then I apply just one more coat right on top, like so. I just pat, pat, pat. I totally feel it falling on my face. And then I like to bring it into like the crease of my eye right here. I'm gonna add a little bit more on this eye. And then now we can go in with our makeup remover and just clean off that smudge we got going there. Because I don't want, eyeshadow should not go all the way to the side of your brain. So I'm just gonna give a quick little swipe to straighten up this line. And then I kind of like to take it off in like a triangle motion, just so we can keep that sharp look to our eyeshadow. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go off of camera and do my mascara real quick. If you guys have seen my new video, the Best Duo Mascara, that is the two mascaras I'm gonna be using and the technique I will be using as well. So I will be right back. All right, you guys, this is the final look. Have my eyes closed, show you guys. That is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to give me a like, comment, subscribe down below, and turn your post notifications on for the next video. Peace.